win by the Florida Panthers as we beat the Philadelphia Flyers 2-1, and this game did look absolutely hopeless till almost the end of the third period. Philadelphia did get the early goal, and then just after that, just nothing. We did tighten up defensively, but offensively, we just could not put it past the Flyers goalie. Again, Flyers scored early, made it 1-0. We had a 5-on-3, nothing on the 5-on-3. But in the third, we did get another power play. Hoffman with an absolute beautiful goal on a pass by Huberdeau and make it 1-1. And then Huberdeau ends up scoring his own goal to win it late in the third to make it 2-1 for the Florida Panthers, who are now 5-0-3 on back-to-back, on the back end of a back-to-back game. So huge for the Florida Panthers. Unfortunately, the Boston Bruins did win, but the Canadiens, as of right now, are 5-5 against the Tampa Bay Lightning with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. So hopefully Tampa Bay can win so we can at least gain, a point in the standings. But again, that game last night absolutely did hurt our chances to gain any ground on the playoff position. Again, we could have been possibly only 5 or 4 points out right now, depending on what happens with the Montreal Canadiens. But again, a huge win. We definitely need this win, but we really got to keep this up. We really need, if we want to even have a prayer right now, we are currently 9 points out, depending on what happens with the Montreal game. We could be 8 points out if they lose in regulation, but if they lose or win, we remain 9 points out because Boston, we remain 8 points out because Boston wins because they are 8 points ahead of us. Again, we need a deep winning streak. We need a long winning streak, a good 5-6 game winning streak to keep us in the hunt for a playoff position. And this team has to build off of this win. Yeah, the loss against the Canadiens was detrimental, but again, this win on the back end has to have some motivation. We play Detroit again. We've shown we can beat Detroit. Again, let's build off this win. Coming back to win in the third period against the Flyers. Let's build on that and get a good long winning streak. And then again, we do play Montreal in the next couple of weeks. Let's beat them in Montreal. I think that's what our next game is. So again, good win though for the Cats. Well earned. Reimer, as much as he's been inconsistent this season, a huge win tonight for the Florida Panthers. So that's all I've got. Actually, huge trade for the Florida Panthers tonight. Again, I think a lot of Panther fans are kind of okay with this, but Hutchinson was traded to the Toronto Maple Leafs for the 5th round pick in the 2020 round for the entry draft. So definitely gives Montoro a chance now as the first call up for the Florida Panthers if either Reimer or Luongo is injured. And honestly, I think a big trade needs to be made, either a defenseman or a goaltender. And I think, honestly, once trade deadline hits, I would not be surprised if either Luongo, I don't think Luongo so much because of the contract, but Reimer absolutely probably could be traded at the trade deadline, depending on where we are at. And then Monteto could be called up to be the backup for Luongo As I think he's definitely earned a spot. He's played phenomenal for the Thunderbirds in the AHL. Again, I need to see a game um, for them in Springfield. Again, I live in Massachusetts. Why have I not seen a game of the Springfield Thunderbirds is beyond me. Again, I could either see them in Springfield or in Providence. Yet I still have not gone. I need definitely to go to one of those games. But right now, this game recap, guys. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below, and if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I will be doing a recap of all 82 games of the Florida Panthers season. So if you want to stay on top of everything Florida Panthers, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next game.